According to Wikipedia, Bombay Rose is a 2019 Indian animated film written, edited, designed and directed by Gitanjali Rao. The film had its world premiere at the International Critics Week of the 2019 Venice Film Festival. It was screened in the Contemporary World Cinema section at the 2019 Toronto International Film Festival. The film follows the story of a flower seller falling in love. It is made frame by frame, painted animation in a computer, and took 18 months and 60 artists to do. It is beautifully done. It is beautiful, guys. Only one problem.
What's going on?
Let's get into my overall opinion of this movie, the negative. This is clearly from the perspective of a person that has little to no knowledge about the Indian culture. I know that that area of the world can have extreme poverty. Like I'm talking about a little Muslim boy who is homeless like a feral cat or dog and gets taken in. That type of homeless, like homeless children poverty. Like what you hear about in Brazil and stuff. It's really awful to think, guys, that that's like that in the world, that there's kids that actually grow up in that situation. I just can't imagine what that's like. That sucks. And so I'm glad they bring that to light. Other than that, I was kind of left scratching my head. I was like, what's going on? What's happening? It kind of reminded me of when I was in college studying Hispanic literature, specifically in the focus of women empowerment. Really reminded me of that, this movie. So I can tell that this movie is incredibly packed with tons of messages, tons of historical background, tons of specific cultural symbolism, tons of women empowerment messages. However, I found myself completely lost and not knowing what was going on. So I had two choices. I could double down and really learn about the culture, really learn about the symbolism, really learn about the message that this woman that made this movie wanted to say. Or just accept the fact that this movie is just not, that takes too much effort to really follow. And I kind of went with the latter. I'm just not that interested in finding it out. I felt like for the casual viewer like me, an American, some dude, I'm just not that into it. So I could tell it was really good. I could tell you could probably study a bunch of it and learn a lot. There's tons of deep messages. But look, I don't think you can go into this movie casually expecting to really follow what's going on. I couldn't, at least. I think you're going to have to get more into it. So it's not the kind of casual sit back and watch movie. And now life lesson, guys, where I've tried to find something in the movie that can help us build better lives. I think this movie is so packed full of messages, so packed full of symbolism that it's hard to follow. It was for me, at least. And I think it's important if you're trying to create a message for the world, because clearly this woman has something to say about women in this situation, children in this situation. She has a message. But I personally feel like it's been so intellectualized, so hidden with how symbolic and very creative work, beautiful, I'm sure. And if I really wanted to get into it, I'd be like, wow, it's amazing, I'm sure. But it's for a very specific niche of people. So if I wanted to really affect change, I think it's important for me to make it more to where the average person could sit back and enjoy it. So select a couple of messages that you want to communicate and communicate those messages. If I really want to affect people in a larger scale, I need to be more clear with my message. So I say stand on top of a rooftop, scream your message out, spell it out, make it very clear. And that's what I learned from this one, guys.
Hey, that's just my opinion, guys. I'm just a guy. Take what you want and leave the rest, okay?
And the positive, guys. Awesome, amazing animation. I can tell the amount of love and care that went into this. You can tell also like a lot of effort, a lot of symbolism, a lot of beautiful cultural things. Amazing, well done. If you're into the Indian culture, I'm sure study this movie. I'm sure it's going to really be amazing. Look, I would love to get this film. I really would, but I just don't want to, I'm not in the mood or have the desire or the time to put out the effort to really get it. So I'm going to say this seems like an incredibly interesting film. And if you're into women empowerment, symbolism, and cultural commentary of Bombay, India, then you should definitely check this out for sure, guys. And if you just want to see what it looks like, But I myself just couldn't follow it. That's why I'm giving Bombay Rose a what's going on out of 10. Hey, what's going on? Out of 10.
Peace, yeah,